What's good, YouTube? It's your boy TK, and welcome back to another episode of TK Vids. Another reaction episode. Today, I'm about to react to another part of This Is Not Happening. This is becoming one of my favorite little stand-up series. I guess that's what we could call it. But this is Chris Red or Reed. I'm assuming it's Red. Chris Red fighting in Chicago. I'm from Chicago, so this should be funny. I was scrolling through trying to figure out what to watch next, looking at comments or whatever. I seen this. I saw your comments, but I have to react to this one. I'm gonna see what's up. Chris Red seems familiar, because I saw the thumbnail. I think I seen his face. I just don't know where. But we about to check this shit out. Chris Red fighting in Chicago. Go ahead, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it.
So people stopped that had no business. There was a guy digging in the trash. He's like, who the bitch? There was somebody in the store that popped his head out like, who the bitch? One dude was riding a bike, minding his business. Skirt, who the bitch? Hold on. This motherfucker. I need to see who the bitch is.
And what's funny about that, motherfuckers do that though. That is a just people just gonna stop just to watch to see what's going on. Like, oh shit, damn, they arguing. What the fuck they arguing about? And that shit is real.
I'm your host. Roy Wood Jr.
Damn, we down the wrong way.
You can catch him on the Netflix series Disjointed. Give it up for Chris Red. I'm from Chicago, where I was raised mostly.
Oh, he is too. Okay.
There's a big gang culture. Don't know if you heard.
Yeah.
And growing up, man, I looked up to like the wrong kind of people because I was just like one of those guys who wanted to fit in with what I thought was cool. And who I looked up to was gangsters, man. Gangsters and pimps. They were the coolest people to me, man. They had like.
Thing about Chicago, like he said, big gang culture. And if you talking about he grew up there and he looked up to a lot of the gangsters, it makes sense why his hat is cocked the way it is. Because if y'all don't know, Chicago is not like LA. It's not like we run off of colors. Niggas don't run off of colors. It's about what block you from, area of the city, or just really what side you cock your hat. Really, you could cock your hat to the right, that's one gang. You cock your hat to the left, that's another. Well, not even necessarily specific gang, but just I don't even know what word I'm looking for. But yeah, certain cliques cock their hat to the right, certain cliques cock their hat to the left. His shit is to the right. So the people who he licked up to probably is under that. It's probably one of those cliques where they hat to the right. So yeah, there you go.
Bars and shit, right? With women, money. They had the coolest outfits.
He got his shit to the right.
And I'm like, are they hurting? No, nigga. That's just swag. You know what I mean? And it was cool to me, man. So I looked up to that. My big cousin, he was like the head of some gangsters in this, and it was so cool to watch him do shit. And I was like, I want to be down with that. And I like fighting too. I love to.
I hope he says what his cousin was, because I really want to know if I'm right or not about why he wearing his hat like that. It's not like it's a big deal or nothing. I'm curious.
Fighting, but I didn't know how. I had never been in a fight. The most I had ever done at this point was be in the mirror like,
He said be in the mirror like,
if that fist come, I'll be like, no. It's just stupid because you don't know how fast fists move.
You a lie if you say you never did that. If you ain't never did that, especially after watching the first Spider-Man, when you saw him punch and he looked at the fist and looked at him. If you ain't never did that at the same time, you a lie. I ain't trying to, come on now.
fast. I don't know if anybody has ever been hit, but it moves fast, and then another one comes right after. Like, this is my brother. You know, they like, it's crazy. But my story is about how I lost my first 2 fights trying to be down, and I remember it like it was yesterday. Because, you know, we all remember the things that depress us the most. I remember when my cousins, they parked their cars outside, they walked up to my house, and they were like, yo, Chris, you want to walk to the corner store with us? And my cousin, real thug, 6'5", tattoos all over the place, tattoo tear on his face. He's not a killer, he's just a crier, but the nigga is real, you know? And he was hanging out with so many gangsters, like 6 other dudes, and they were all gangsters that everybody knew, and they wanted me to walk to the store with them. And I'm like, hell yeah, dog, I'm gonna walk. And I was so excited and terrified because these were dangerous people. And I don't know if you've walked somewhere with somebody you scared of, but you don't walk like a normal person. I know it's 1 foot in front of the other. I know how walking works. But when you're around somebody carrying a pistol bigger than your head, you start thinking about shit. So I'm walking the streets like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. What's up, dog? I'm saying what's up to people I don't know. My cousin's smacking my hand out. Stop speaking to people you don't know, nigga. What's wrong with you? And then his friend was...
My bad, I'm so close up to the camera. I just had to pause it right there. My bad, so I'm close up to the camera. I'm just, you see new scenery, so kind of confined to this one space with good lighting. So I'm going to be a little up close and personal, you know? So.
Yo, what's wrong with your cousin? He's like, he retarded. So I finally got cool, right? Finally got comfortable. It was a long walk. So I finally like, oh man, I'm walking with the coolest guys in the neighborhood, man. I'm on my quest to be a gangster. That's right. I was on a quest.
This makes I was on a quest to be a gangster.
That's what I wanted to be. And then as right before we get to the corner store, right? This guy, he was about 20 years old. I was 14 at the time. He walked right into me, full shoulder, pow, right in the middle of my chest. Boom, hit me, right? And I knew he did it on purpose. But see, I have 2 parents. I was raised right. So initially, I wanted to be like, excuse me. But
he with his cousin, so he can't.
I felt like this wasn't the right environment for manners, motherfucker.
Right.
So I didn't say that. But what I did say was, huh, which is not better. I was like a weak ass James Brown, you know what I'm saying? You push me, and that sound was very loud. The guy was confused and he thought I had said something, so he turned around. He said, "What the hell you say, bitch?"
Damn.
Now we're outside on the south side of Chicago. There's a bunch of people all around, and when somebody says bitch like that,
that's where I'm from.
In the hood, everyone stops to see who the bitch is, you know?
Damn, you just call him a bitch like that?
And so people stopped that had no business. There was a guy digging in the trash. He's like, who the bitch? There was somebody in the store that popped his head out like, who the bitch? One dude was riding a bike, minding his business, skirt, who the bitch? Hold on, let me get back to back and park this motherfucker. I need to see who the bitch is. My cousins, they were not fazed at all. They just looked at me because all of those gangsters knew they weren't the bitch.
Right, he ain't talking to me.
And I was like, holy shit, I've never talked shit to somebody in front of people before in public. This is my first time dealing with this. So I was like,
you.
That is not my name. That is not the way to talk to a grown gangster with an alligator tattoo on his face. I said that shit as if I was gonna pull out my ID, like, look, my name is Christopher Jarrell Red, and ain't no bitch in there.
So it is This nigga said, my name is Christopher.
I could tell it wasn't the right way to respond to this man by his face. He was confused. He was like, the fuck? The alligator on his face was confused with him. And he slapped my hand, right? Because I was pointing at him. And he smacked my hand. Now, what I wanted to do was like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to do something cool, but what came out was, which it did. And you can visually tell it hurt because my face said, And he was like, yo, never mind all this shit, man. I'm about to fuck you up.
Ooh.
And then I was like, oh, no. I said that in my head. I was like, no. But I realized I hadn't spoken yet. And my cousin was like, dog, you gotta prove yourself for all these gangsters. So I knew I had to say something, right? So I was like, that is not the outcome, which is terrible.
Why would you say that?
That's not how you respond to people. I say that shit like I had some type of bar grab behind me. If you look here, this is you, this is me, this is the outcome, and they're very different. Class dismissed. I knew it wasn't enough because my cousin was looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He didn't say that, but his eyes said it. His eyes were like,
right, nigga.
So I knew I had to follow it up. So I was like, you know what? I'm not good at this. I'm gonna just say what he said because it sounded real good. And so I was like, no, I'ma fuck you. And before I could say up,
Whoa.
he hit me directly in my throat.
Then that nigga
Like
gave him a quick
it was a direct line to my throat. My Adam's apple checked out, nigga. I don't know if you've been hit directly in your throat, but a couple things happen. For one, your throat says fuck it, and it just closes forever. Your spit is like it's suicidal. It's like, goodbye, I don't need to be in the mouth.
That nigga said the spit is
Dog,
suicidal.
I got hit so hard in my throat that I had a limp, and that is not how science works.
Right.
I was like, oh, nigga, I'm a pimp now. I'm halfway to my goal.
He probably couldn't talk.
It made no sense, and I farted a little bit. I did. I farted. Yo, I've never been hit so hard I fart. I mean, but my throat was closed, so the air had to go somewhere. It was very embarrassing, man. But what was more embarrassing is this was outside, man. So people from across the street saw a very different fight than the fight that went down. You know what I mean? Like, yo, dog, what happened over there, bro? That was crazy over there. What happened? All right, so let me tell you. So the bigger dude was like, I'ma fuck you up, right? And for whatever reason, the little dude was like, I'ma fuck you. Like, why would you say that? So the bigger dude hit him in the throat, saved his asshole for another day. You know what I'm saying? And that was the story that went around the hood for like 6 months at least.
Damn.
And I was like, that's not how it went down. My cousin was very embarrassed. He had a reputation to maintain. And I got my ass whipped for the whole hood. He grabbed me and took me home under my arm. There's no way to keep your masculinity when you're being grabbed under your arm by a grown man. I'm like, let me go. He's like, make me. I'm like, you know I can't, you know. So he threw me in the house, you know what I mean? He was like, Chris, stay out these goddamn streets. This shit ain't for you, dog. All right, go to school, be somebody. But this shit ain't for you. You got hit directly in your throat, nigga. And you farted in front of everybody.
Fuck,
I
man.
was like, yo, keep it down. From who, nigga? Everybody saw it.
Everybody seeing it, nigga. I gotta keep it down.
And then he closed the door and I was like, no, I gotta avenge myself. But he was gone already. And usually, you know, when something like that happens, you're like, you know what, this isn't for me. He's right. I'm gonna go do something else. But I was a hard-headed kid with goals. And
with goals.
I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna redeem myself. This is what I'm about to do. So the whole year until they asked me to fight again, I was practicing. Right? I was fighting friends. We would just be boxing, wrestling in the yard and shit, get my hands up. I would watch Bruce Lee because I didn't know what a boxing class was yet. Bruce Lee was the baddest motherfucker around, dog. You watch his tapes, he was beating 15 people at the same time. People waiting in line to get their ass whooped.
That shit is funny. That's exactly how the movies are. It is hilarious. I was little. I was like, I don't get it. I was like, why you just standing there waiting to get your ass whooped? I'm the last dude, and I just seen 20 of my homies just get their ass whooped with 2 punches and a kick from this one nigga. Fuck that. I'm not going in there. Like, gee, nah, man. Clearly, I ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Like, what the fuck are we doing? This nigga just whooped all our ass. Like, no.
I was like, hell yeah, I want to be that good. I would practice all his moves, and I was like, yo, whenever I get in the fight again, I'm going to be ready. And it was a year later when my cousin asked me to come fight with them, right? He was like, yo, I heard from a couple people, man, that you got some hands now. You've been in some fights. Listen, we got to handle some shit, man. Me and some other dudes, you want to ride with us? I was like, hell yeah, man, because I got to redeem myself.
Right.
And my cousin was like, don't ever say that again. Nigga, you are not a coupon. was right. I'm not a coupon. He's very right about that. So I jumped in the truck, and it was me, my cousin, and the 5 other dudes that was with us when I got my ass whooped the first time. So most of the conversation was about how I got my ass whooped the first time. Which sucks, because they're like, and this bitch ass nigga, I'm like, I'm right here, and I have a name. At one point, I was like, hey, this isn't good for morale, and they didn't know what...
I didn't know what it said.
And they didn't know what morale meant. They thought it was a chick that wasn't giving me no pussy. So then they started talking shit about that for 10 minutes. Like, oh, morale ain't giving this nigga no pussy. I'm like, man, I wish I didn't drop out of 8th grade. But I just let it happen. There wasn't nothing I could do. Now in Chicago, we used to fight in these like old lots or these old fields so that police wouldn't lock you up for, extended amounts of time like they do black people in America. So we could fight and go.
What's sad though, niggas don't even do that shit no more. It's straight shooting. That's crazy.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? It's before like shooting. Well, they're still shooting, but these guys would fight it out, right? And so we rode up to this field. It's my first time being in this field and shit, right? And I'm looking around as I get out the car. And the sun is setting, there's flowers. I'm like, yo, this is a romantic place to get your ass whooped. Why we fighting in an R. Kelly set? I don't want to get knocked out and fall in love, nigga. I didn't say this is all in my head though. I wasn't saying nothing. I learned from my mistakes. I was like, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna be tough the whole time. So I was grabbing my dick way longer than I should. I'm just walking around like, yo, what's good? At one point, the gangster was like, yo, what's wrong with your dick? Nothing, nigga. I slowly.
What you grabbing your shit for, dude?
He was like, you gotta make sure it's there. I'm like, shut the fuck up. So we waited. It's me and 6 other dudes, right? Now, 2 cars pull up, right? 2 4-door sedans. There was 20 dudes in these 2 4-door sedans. And I don't know if y'all do math quick.
20 dudes?
But 20 dudes cannot fit comfortably in 2 4-door sedans. That meant that these gangsters rolled to this gang fight lapped up.
Right.
Which is not a gangster way to travel. That means that y'all would ride like, yo, we gonna fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the dude's like, yeah, but can you lift your butt? Cause you thick, dog. Why you twerking on me, cuz?
What? Oh,
20 dudes, y'all didn't have one more car?
They're gonna have one more car.
But I ain't say nothing. And they pulled up, 20 dudes, clown card out the fucking cars. And they stretched along this field. The sun was behind them, and for a split second, I was like, are these niggas the heroes? Because they look like the heroes of this story. But I ain't say nothing, man. And as they walked towards us, everybody was doing whatever they do. I was sitting there holding my dick. I think I was holding it with 2 hands, which is so weird to do. Like, don't kick me here, you know. Then the guy in the middle, he was like, yeah, man, hey. Yo, we about to fuck y'all. And before he could say up, I was like, not again. I ran. Which had to be weird for the guys hear me say not again.
Oh, he said it out loud.
Who does that ever?
Oh.
Like, not again. But I ran so fast, everybody was shocked, like, where's he going? You know what I mean? They all had questions. I ran up to the guy in the middle, I jumped, and I realized he's very tall. So I had to bring it up here, bow, and I swung and I hit and I connected to his chin right now. Hitting somebody when they don't deserve it, it's an asshole thing to do.
Right.
But when you hit somebody that's trying to kill you, oh, it feels great. And I was like, oh, fireworks went off in my head. It was amazing. I was like, I'm the king of everything. I saw his spit fly. I was like, I know what that's like, you know? It was a solid punch, man. You know, it was great. And I celebrated. I'm like, yeah, I'm finally a gangster. In my mind, I'm saying this. And as I'm saying this, 4 fists hit me at the same time. And I don't know if you've been hit in unison, but the shit hurts a lot. One felt like it came from God, like you should be. And as I got hit at the same time, I yelled out, y'all supposed to wait like Bruce Lee. Like, that's... Yeah, I yelled that dumb shit out. Yeah.
Oh, he said it for real.
And I fell to the ground. I think I knocked out for about 30, 40 seconds, right? I came to, my face fucking hurting, pulsating everywhere. But I looked around and I noticed that nobody was fighting because everybody was laughing at what the fuck I just said. These grown gangsters holding guns like, this nigga thinks he's Bruce. Yo, they're reenacting what just happened. Like, who am I? Have you ever seen a good conversation and you try to laugh your way into it? That's what I did with this. Like, right, that was crazy, huh? They pushed me away like, shut your bitch ass up. And after 10 minutes of them laughing at me, pointing, laughing, reenacting, and laughing, the gangster from the other gang was like, you know what, oh, that was funny as hell. Hey, dog, you know what, I forgot.
This nigga just ended they beef. He ended they beef trying to be Bruce Lee. He can't fight. He's so bad at fighting. He ended the beef. They need him. Ain't nobody gonna be fighting each other no more because they're gonna be laughing at this nigga.
What the fuck we was fighting about?
Right. He ended the beef.
Hey, dog, let's go to McDonald's, grab some food, go get
Right,
some
they
drinks,
cool
man,
now.
and just chill. Let's talk about your cousin some more, nigga. And all I'm saying is I'm bringing communities together, so what
Right.
the fuck are y'all doing?
He stopped motherfuckers for killing each other.
Thank y'all so much.
Hey, I like that. That was funny. Oh, I thought a commercial was coming up. That was funny though. I like that one. Hey man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Chris Red, hilarious. That was a good stand up. So if y'all got some more Chris Red stuff y'all want to put me on, go ahead, send it through. I'll watch it. Anything else y'all wanna send over or suggest anything that you want me to watch, I got you on that too. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all go ahead, drop a like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all the above, all these great things. And hey, I'm appreciate y'all and love y'all forever. So with that being said, that's it. Thanks for stopping by for a video. And until next time, I'm out.